Hi, this is KD Young.
This is Josh Rucker.
This is the Wealth where we talk about business, community,
personal development, and financial pathology.
Today we're going to find out if Donald Trump, I rephrased it early for the our fans, or I ain't going to say fans, man. Like, we love y'all. So the people
for our community.
For the community that's been following us.
Yeah, the question we're posing today is, has Donald Trump been good for America's economy?
Mine was, did Donald Trump kill the economy?
Mm-hmm.
But the question for the podcast that we're doing, Josh, say it one more time.
Has Donald Trump been good for America's economy?
That's a great question.
I'll give you my little hot take. Aside from COVID, yes, he has been good for America's economy. Has he been an upstanding politician and humanitarian? Fuck no. But in regards to running America LLC, yes, we're profitable. But let's look at the now again. Preface: aside from COVID, he totally fucked up mishandling COVID-19. Totally.
If y'all notice,
aside from that,
I have been quiet.
We're good.
I haven't been quiet at the beginning of this podcast because I feel like Trump has been good for his economy.
Now, okay, and I already know what you mean. I already know what you mean, and then we're going to talk about philosophies about locus of control today.
Break that down.
We'll go. I'll delve into that a little bit later, but I know where you're headed because Donald Trump is in a class that 99% of the other people aren't in. But
that's key when you're making decisions for an entire country.
It is.
Like we can't Mario jump over that mud. Like, you know.
No, we can't. But this is my thing. This is my thing. We're in the AC Marriott right now. So if I see that you're hosting a party in the building next, like across the street, you're hosting the party, everybody's, going into your building, everybody's coming out with, bags of cash and shit. Oh, fuck. What the fuck is going on over there? Me, being the person that I am, the inquisitive nature person that I am, I'm going to your building to see what the fuck it's about.
But this is the thing, Josh. Right? So yeah, keep going.
Now understand.
I'll let you finish.
Understand. Once I get into your building, I then have the choice: do I want to stay in your building or do I want to come back to mine? Now understand, in my building, we don't have that shit going on. Ain't nobody coming in. Ain't nobody walking out with bags of money, right? We pinching pennies, scraping, dollars together, right? Robbing Peter to pay Paul. Real life, let's talk about what it is. Real life, we can't pay our bills. Okay? We can't pay our taxes. Okay? These just make it fucking plain. Let's make it fucking plain. These are W-4 employees that I'm talking about. If you see across the street, because I'm big on accountability.
Gotcha.
If you see that across the street there is a situation that is better than the current one that you're in, I feel that it behooves you to fucking go across the street to at least inquire about what's going on, right? But meanwhile, in real life, in our building over here where we can't pay our bills, we can't pay our taxes, we're content with staying in the building that's suffering. Because we're comfortable here.
But what makes that better? What?
Let's talk about real life.
What makes that building better?
Let's talk about real life. Jeff Bezos was in that building across the street. That motherfucker pulled down $250+ billion in revenue, in just revenue.
So we don't looking at raw numbers today.
Oh God! If we talking business,
talking the economy.
If we're talking business, we have nothing else but numbers. Fuck your feelings.
Well, but there's also a socioeconomic construct.
Let's talk about philosophy, right? If it's your responsibility to take care of your household, then it is your responsibility to put yourself in a position to maximize your economic power. Right or wrong?
That's right.
Period. Right?
Yeah.
So my thing is, I don't give a fuck that Donald Trump has paid $700 in taxes in the last 5 years. I don't give a fuck, right? I don't give a fuck that Jeff Bezos didn't pay a cent on $250+ billion in revenue last year in 2019. Don't give a fuck. My thing is, Shit, I make $50,000 a year. I know I pay $15,000 in taxes every year. How do I, Josh Rucker, the W-4 employee, get to a position where I don't have to pay a cent on my $50,000? If Jeff Bezos can do it at $250 billion, why can't I at $50K?
But you definitely can do it at $50K.
But I can. Exactly.
You can.
Everybody can.
They can.
Right?
They very well can.
Like let's not demonize the building across the street because they know some shit that we don't.
But this is the thing, Josh. My butt always comes with a point after it.
Right.
The building across the street was built by the same people that oppress the people in this building. Mm-hmm. So if they make the rules, of course they're gonna win.
Yeah. So even the more reason why not go to that building?
Because I don't want to be in that building.
Why not?
I want to build my own building. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like
I want my own building. I'm
in a situation where that building is oppressing this building.
Yeah.
It makes sense to me that if that building is winning, let me move to that building, win, bring my winnings back to this building. I'll fucking teach the other W-4 employees how to do this.
I understand the point. So let's get started with the first indicator that if Trump is
it's good for the American economy.
It's good for the American economy. Let's look at the Dow Jones index.
Yeah.
So the stock market. Now, my point earlier, which I'm always going to look to make my point, is Donald Trump is going to take care of himself.
So what do you mean by that?
I mean that if I have access to information that people don't have access to, that I'm going to control the stock market to benefit me.
Yeah.
It's been tracked that when Donald Trump tweets a certain company or makes a certain type of tweet dealing with the stock market, that company either goes up or down, or the stock market goes up or down.
So wait, let's talk about that, because that's brand. Like that's not a negative thing.
I'm not saying it's negative. I'm just making a point.
Like that's brand. Like I did some research earlier today. I didn't know that fucking Trump makes money off of just licensing his name.
Yeah, his name, like if
right, like because we'll think Trump, Trump Hotel or whatever the fuck, the building has his name on it. We're thinking, we'll think that he owns it, like that's his business. No,
it's his name.
No, that company, that business, literally pays him millions to use his name,
and he owns
because his brand.
The company. So Trump. So if you remember back in the '90s, Trump actually started like a
he's been doing that shit for decades,
or shirt business, like, and he like literally bought that name, like that, or his parents probably passed it down to him. That's why you have to have inheritance and connections and all that. But to our point, the stock market since 2016. It has been nothing but on a steady incline, meaning that it went up during Trump's reign as president. I say reign because it felt like a whole different.
Yeah, it's a whole.
And if you talk to anyone who has a 401k, IRA, any type of investment vehicle, they will tell you that their numbers or their return on investments has been on a steady increase as well. For myself personally, the stock market has been doing great up under Trump's reign, pretty much. Mm-hmm. It's had nothing but a steady incline. If you look at the numbers themselves, I mean, the only dip that he had was during COVID-19. Well, not the only dip, but the only big dip. There was another big dip around 2018, 2019.
What was happening around that? Because I was trying to figure that out. What was happening around 2000? China. He was going back and forth with them goddamn tariffs.
I don't think people realize because that. So we gonna get to that next.
We
gonna get to that.
That next was. I didn't realize what that was, but that was heavy.
Yeah,
was heavy.
This positive or this plus that Trump gets for the stock market, he's going to get just as much for the relationships he built internationally for the economy. We'll get to that. That'd be number 4 for me. But stock market growth, Dow Jones index, Trump wins.
Yeah.
Trump trumps.
Trump trumps.
He wins on that part. He actually got the numbers up. So the next part that we have to get to, Josh, unemployment rate.
Now, That's another one. Aside from COVID, and COVID is a black swan event, right?
It didn't have to be. We can't even, because the mishandling of COVID is an economic point we're going to get to too. It didn't have to be. Not at all.
No.
It didn't have to be a black swan. It didn't. America made it a black swan. Unemployment. Look. Hey, we did. Look, this country, because we couldn't agree on anything, carried this thing out so much further than it had to be, that now,
for China, it was a black swan event. Like,
bro,
there's no way that in 2017. Well, I'm not even gonna say there's no way, because somebody knew, right? But in 2017, 16, there's no way that you were gonna say in 2020 the fucking economy is gonna collapse because of some disease,
but,
right?
But this is the question that goes. This is a caveat to what you just said. How long did it have to be bad? And
that's the mishandling of the black swan. It's a black swan, regardless, though. You fucked it up.
Josh, but it didn't have to be black.
No. Okay, so let's define black swan. Black swan is an event that's almost statistically, it's a statistical anomaly, right?
Okay.
Right?
Well,
that's something that you're not.
If you put it in that context,
that's what it is. That's nothing that you would have foresaw.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I
now, how you handle that event is what dictates.
But that's what dictates the economy.
Right. And I've said that.
So we're gonna get to that.
And I've said that.
So let's get to because we'll get to that later.
Handling
the economy, but unemployment rate. Now, when we look at this number for unemployment rate since 2016. The unemployment rate has been on the decline.
Now, let's preface that in saying that the Obama administration really kicked that off.
They kicked it off, but see, it's one thing to kick something off, but you have to continue to keep it going too.
Ooh, now you said some shit now.
If I'm running a 100-meter dash.
Oh fuck.
Or what's like the 200 meter, 300?
No, 400.
If I'm running 400, I can have a person start off
and go
running like a 6 flat. You know what I'm saying? That can be gone. Whatever that number is on my track star.
Yeah.
But that next leg got to run, and then that next leg has to run, and then that next leg has to run for everyone to win.
Come on, Doc.
On that leg. I mean, I'm part of that team.
Yeah.
So, although Obama did give it the gas, you got to have something to keep the gas, like the acceleration.
Like I'll never forget, bro. My year one in being in business, I was on the phone with a millionaire, and I asked him, I was like, "What's the number one lesson that you've learned in amassing $1 million?" He's like, making $1 million is easy.
Keeping it, man.
Like keeping $1 million is the hardest thing.
And growing it.
And yeah, like just not even growing, just maintaining, just maintaining that amount of money. And $1 million, let me tell y'all, people, is not a lot of money.
Not when you look at the totality of things.
Like walking in abundance, it'll let you know.
Yeah,
$1 million is a very small number
for that. It is.
Very small.
And so with that being said, the unemployment rate back in February it stood at 3.5%. It's the lowest for more than 50 years.
Wow, I didn't know that.
But now this is the caveat. The Obama administration added more jobs to the economy if you compare the time frame. So if you go 4 years to 4 years, Obama added more jobs.
More jobs. Okay.
But and I'm gonna say this: the unemployment rate, just like any number, can be manipulated to match what you want it to match. It depends on who's presenting that number.
Yeah.
But from a truthful standpoint, it did decline. But at the same time, who did it decline for? See, when you start looking at the economy, I feel like you can look at the economy of America, then you have to look at the economy of black people.
Yeah.
Because those are two different economies.
Yeah, those are two different economies.
And even when you look at other minorities, the economies differ because of other socio issues or socio things. So today we strictly look at the economy.
Yeah.
And as the economy as a total went on decline in this country under under Trump's administration.
Under Trump's administration.
So he gets a check